going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, sports family. Thank you for joining us on this Friday, January 20th, 2023. This is your host, Joseph Hadid, for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. It is TGIF. Hopefully everybody had a great week and is ready for this upcoming weekend. But before we do so, ladies and gentlemen, we have some sports to recap for you. The top news that just transpired this past week. And we're going to start with some NHL hockey, the subject of hot talks with a team that is doing such a phenomenal season. They're the hottest team right now, and everybody's talking about them. And ladies and gentlemen, they just improved their record to 36-5-4. So how mind-boggling is that? And ladies and gentlemen, who are we talking about? The Boston Bruins are on a record pace. Yes, again, ladies and gentlemen, it is mind-boggling what the Boston Bruins are doing. At just about the halfway point of the season, the Bees are, again, 36-5-4 on the season. And they average 68 points, but I think it's now more than that. But again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pace that could threaten NHL's best regular season record in history. Boston's on pace to break the franchise record of 121 points, which was set in the Bobby Orr days of 1970-1971 season. The Bruins are on pace for 139 points in a 82-game season. Montreal holds the NHL record for points in the season, 132 in 1976-1977 season, when it went 68-12. That's .825 points percentage in an 80-game schedule. The Bruins are directed by new coach Jim Montgomery, who is a former Philadelphia Flyer and a man who threw his hat in the ring for the Philadelphia job before John Tortorella was hired. Both coaches have gotten the most out of their respective teams this season, and then some. Till Tuesday, Boston led the league in goals against average, 2.13 that is per game, and save percentage, .928. And the Bruins were second in the National Hockey League in scoring, which is 3.85, ladies and gentlemen, per game. How amazing and truly is that by this franchise organization, the Boston Bruins? Truly amazing. And they just continue to keep their winning streak and becoming the hottest team in NHL hockey as we speak. It's truly awesome, and we're witnessing it. All right, let's move over to some NFL news, ladies and gentlemen. Los Angeles Rams Aaron Donald tweets this past week that he is playing following the Twitter mix-up regarding his status. Aaron Donald caused a brief stir over the past week when his Twitter bio was briefly changed. The all-world Los Angeles Rams defensive lineman seems to have at least somewhat cleared things up this past week in a reply to former teammate Chris Long, saying he believed Donald would play in 2023, and then Donald tweeted, in quotes, "Tell them CeeLo, yeah, I'm playing. I never said I wasn't," in his quotes. And ladies and gentlemen, last Sunday afternoon, Donald's Twitter page briefly read, "Former NFL D lineman for the Rams." But then, ladies and gentlemen, he quickly changed it back to NFL D lineman for the Los Angeles Rams. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to clarify and confirm, ladies and gentlemen, that Aaron Donald is expected to return for the 2023 upcoming season. All right. Speaking of the NFL, ladies and gentlemen, TV ratings. The NFL wild card round dips, but it's still huge. So we just, ladies and gentlemen, last week, we just finished NFL wild card round weekend, and it still continues to be a moving in the right direction, but not much. But I mean, it dipped a little bit, but it's still huge. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the 6 games of the wild card round averaged about 28.4 million viewers. That's like a 4% decline from 2022's opening round, which was 29.65 million. 3 of the telecasts topped 30 million viewers, led by the 33.21 million for Fox Sunday telecast of the New York Giants' win last week over the Minnesota Vikings. That contest, however, was off by about 20% from the same window last year, when 41.5 million people watched the San Francisco 49ers beat the Dallas Cowboys. The biggest audience for a wild card game, ladies and gentlemen, since the year 2015. All right, let's switch over to some more NHL hockey news, ladies and gentlemen. Philadelphia Flyers Ivan Provorov declines to wear a rainbow adorned jersey on NHL's Pride Night this past week. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia Flyers were hosting their Pride Night as part of the Pride Month celebrations of the NHL, which is an initiative by the league and the NHL Players Association to support various LGBTQ+ organizations and charities. The team wore rainbow adorned jerseys during their warm-up skate, but one player from the squad didn't join them as he refused to wear the outfit supporting gay rights. Flyers defender Ivan Provorov cited his religious beliefs as a reason to not wear the jersey in a public display of support, saying he supports everybody's choices, but he needed to stay true to himself. All right, let's switch over to some Major League Baseball news, ladies and gentlemen. The Los Angeles Dodgers were taxed $32 million, but Major League Baseball's payrolls recorded $4.5 billion. The Los Angeles Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen, were hit with a $32 million luxury tax for the second straight season, among 6 teams paying a penalty as baseball's payrolls rebounded after the lockout to a record $4.56 billion. The New York Mets set a luxury tax payroll record at $299.8 million, topping the $297.9 million of the 2015 Dodgers, and will pay tax for the first time since the penalty started in 2003. According to final figures compiled by Major League Baseball and obtained by the Associated Press, National League champion Philadelphia and the New York Yankees, San Diego Padres, and Boston Red Sox also exceeded the $230 million tax threshold. The total tax of $78 million topped the previous high of $74 million in 2016, when 6 teams also paid. The Dodgers assessed at a higher rate because they exceeded the threshold for the second straight year. They owe $32.4 million on a luxury tax payroll of $293.3 million. That was down slightly from their $32.6 million penalty for the year 2021. Crazy, right? All right. Premier League, Major League Soccer, and League One await on a verdict on request for temporary concussion substitutes. A request by the Premier League and Major League Soccer to use temporary substitutes for players with suspected concussion will go to a meeting on Wednesday of the game's lawmaking panel. The leagues have been joined by France League One in asking to start a more flexible protocol for head injuries in their next season, which for MLS opens February 25th. After trials were already rejected last June by the football laws panel known as IFAB, FIFA President Gianni Infantino and IFAB have supported letting teams instead make an extra permanent substitution to replace players with suspected concussion. That policy at the World Cup in November saw Iran goalkeeper Ali Bernavinid continue to play after several minutes of treatment following a clash of heads with a teammate early in a 6-2 loss to England. Bernavinid soon asked to be substituted and was carried off on a stretcher. Unsold Steve Smith makes a powerful statement to IPL teams with BBL century in 56 balls. Former Australia captain Steve Smith notched up his maiden century at the Big Bash League BBL on Tuesday with a sensational 101 run knock in 56 balls for Sydney Sixers, as the Sixers clashed against Adorned strikers at the Coffs Harbour International Stadium. Smith's 100th helped his team to reach a total of 203.5. The team then bowled out the strikers in 19 overs on the score of 144 runs to claim the victory by 59 runs. Also, ladies and gentlemen, women's IPL, Viacom 18 wins media rights to pay INR 7.09 crore per match. The deal is for 5 years, 2023 to 2027, with the company committing INR 951 crore overall. Viacom 18 has won the media rights for the inaugural women's IPL for a period of 5 years following the auction in Mahabi, or actually, ladies and gentlemen, in Mubabi, that's what they call it. The company will pay INR 951 crore, USD 160.7 million approximately, for the period, again, 2023 all the way to the year 2027, which BCCI Secretary, that is, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Shai, called massive while making the announcement on Twitter. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for this week. I will see you on next Friday's recorded podcast. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about, in sharing top news that transpired that week on the weekly basis. Ladies and gentlemen, we're always here for you for top news that did transpire on a weekly basis. So, ladies and gentlemen, always tune into our YouTube channel for all the latest sports updates that you may have missed. We are always here for you. ladies and gentlemen. So again, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, let everybody know. Worldwide Sport Updates is your sports for all the latest that is happening in your community, in your world, wherever you may be. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. And I will see you around, sports family. Take care. Have a blessed weekend. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye.